Number one.
Lordship, I am for the petition. My lord, I have served notice to the other side. As per my lord's direction, is the appointment of Panchayat Kurmi, my lord?
Lordship, I am appearing for the state lordship. Last occasion, lordship file affidavit in opposition. If opposition is ready, but it is required to be affirmed, lordship. I am giving 1 week accommodation, lordship.
My lord, we are.
The report of register shows that no affidavit
My lord,
has been filed. Why, madam? This affidavit has not been filed. Direction was issued way back in
Lordship,
19th
I'm saying
December.
apology within time. I am not filing opposition, my lord. Give me 1 week time, lordship. Opposition is ready, my lord. So only required from affirmation, lordship. Give me 1 week time, my lord.
May I suggest one thing, my lord?
On
My lord,
the
long been
prayer of
pending, my lord, let
learned-
it be considered, take a decision by the respondent number 3.
learned-
Long been pending, my lord.
on the prayer of learned advocate
My lord, kindly.
state. Now, learned advocate for the state seeks for extension of time to file affidavit in opposition. Let such affidavit in opposition be filed within a week. Reply দিয়েছিল কি?
My lord,
Reply thereto, if any, be filed within a week thereafter. Advance copy of such affidavit in opposition be served upon learned advocate. ওটা আগে দিয়ে দেবেন। Reply নিটো আগে advance served. আর উপরে দিয়ে দিন matter is appearing under the heading to be mentioned. রিটার্নেবল মোশনের 2 সপ্তাহ পরে ডেট বলুন। কবে থাকবে তো? 11th August.
my lord,
11th August. But then file this is a 23 matter. Upon his mentioning, the matter is coming up to be mentioned. When it is appearing in to be mentioned, then you come up and say that you have not prepared the opposition. Please do this. Since there is a direction, you file the affidavit in opposition on the by the returnable date. Give advance copy to him.
Grateful, lordship.
Any reply, if you wish to file any reply, file that within that period.
Grateful,
when
lordship.
the matter will be heard, my
On 11th August.
my lord, to be mentioned, it can be
No, no.
disposed.
On returnable motion, it will be taken up. Why to be mentioned? No, next.
Item number 2 and 3.
This matter is appearing under the heading to be mentioned. Learned advocate for the petitioner. Sorry. Inadvertent typographical error has crept into order dated 16 July 2025. Page number
5, my lord.
5
Second paragraph. Second last paragraph, my lord.
in the third third.
Yes, my lord. Second last paragraph is third.
In the third paragraph, mentioning the writ petition number as WPA 1549 of 2023 instead of 25, no?
24.
Instead of WPA 1549 of 2024. The writ petition number in the aforesaid order in paragraph number 3 of page 5 be read as WPA 1549 of 2024 instead of 1549 of 2023. The order dated 16 July is modified to the above extent. The other portions of the order shall remain unaltered. This order shall form part of order dated 16 July 2025. Read. এটা কি আছে?
Item number 4.
Malad, I am for the Panchayat, Malad. Malad, the writ petitioner obtained the stay, Malad, in respect of number 5 and number 15. And now, Malad, in a tender process, Malad. The point is, my lord, your lordship had directed in the order itself that all the tenders are stayed. So all the rest of the tenders got stayed. Because the lordship said at a relevant point of time, if I may read out page 4. Accordingly, there shall be stay of execution of work orders, if any, issued by the respondent number 6, that's the Pradhan, Shagorpara Gram Panchayat, in respect of e-tender numbers NET 11 and NET 12 for a period of 4 weeks. So 11 and 12 comprise of more than 21 tenders. Now, he had applied for only 2 tenders, 5 and 15. Because he had challenged only those 2 because we had stated that he litigates, so we are not going to give it. That cannot be a valid ground. So, Manoj, the entire tender work for so many, it's already expired. The interim order expired. But I told them that you have to stay your hands, even if the interim order is expired. The dignity of the court has to be given. Now, Manoj, everything has gone for a toss. 60 lakhs had to be returned back. We are having dharna and other things. I would only pray this much, Manoj. I would not like to go into the merits of the case. Because if I go to the merits of the case, possibly my learned friend will not be able to sustain, because a proprietorship firm has filed a writ petition which is not granted under the law. But I am not taking up this point. It will take a long time to really come up. We are not going to do anything with regard to 5 and 15. I have got a report of Shagorpara Gram Panchayat. This is the report I am handing over, my lord. The rest, my lord, we are going to decry of this tender. 5 and 15, we are not going to grant anybody. We'll make a fresh tender, fresh offer. Whoever applies, found the fittest, would be granted the tender.
You're going to give a fresh tender to 5 and 15 that he has participated.
5 and 15, but your lordship, while passing the order, stopped all the tenders, both the tenders. I mean, it was in a bunch. So your lordship could not.
Who is for the state? Who appeared for the
I appear for the petitioner.
Mr. Mahata appeared
Mahata.
for. You are there.
Sorry. In order to that.
State has to file a report in the form of affidavit.
Litigation history. Okay. Since you have a litigation history,
That is their contention. There was no litigation. That is my contention. State has to come with an affidavit saying.
let them float the tender in respect of 5 and 15. Huh?
No,
And so far
in
as the
5 and
litigation
15.
history is concerned, what is there?
The rest, my lord, we had granted some tenders to some persons.
So let him participate. If there is no litigation history, then why should
Yes,
he be
yes.
deprived of participating?
Participation is there. Evaluation is also there. But I was the lowest bidder. I should have been given the work order.
Grant him.
Since
You grant
there
him
is
participation.
Since they say that 5 and 15 which we are aggrieved of, they will float the tender. The only issue is that litigation history, again, this will crop up and you will be debarred from
Well,
it. You should not
in
be debarred
that-
from
in-
participating.
No, that will not happen.
My lord,
because
in
I told
that-
them you cannot do this.
Hmm.
Litigation. Everybody has a right to come to the court. And
My
if
lord-
you say litigation,
Why he has to come to the court?
yes.
There is no litigation history. Why he has been deprived of participating in that?
he has a litigation history so
No.
far as the.
Then let them come with the
We will
affidavit.
not come into any affidavit, Mala, now.
No litigation is
If
there.
there is no litigation history, fine. He will be allowed to participate. We say that we will be allowed to
So I
participate.
regard your submission that he will be allowed.
Yes, he will be allowed.
He says that there is no litigation history. Mr. Mahata, what
No
is the
litigation history,
history?
Mala. No, এটা আমাকে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে না।
Let it be on Monday.
দাদা, please now.
Because state has to come with the affidavit. A report in the
you-
form of affidavit.
Pradhan is coming, the Panchayat officer is
The-
coming.
Tender is floating by the Pradhan. If the Pradhan is the answering mail for answering.
What is the state going to do?
Pradhan is the main.
No. What is the litigation history?
That
Where is
has
the
to-
document? Where is the
Your lordship kindly sees.
I asked my
Yeah,
clients,
there
they
is-
say every time we float something, it is stayed by this particular party. So I said, you cannot do this. That you have a litigation history, you will not be allowed to participate. I told them this is a wrong attitude on your part. And in future, this is not going to happen.
কোথায় গেল সেটা?
কেন হবে? হ্যাঁ, হয়ে গেল। Litigation history বলে কাউকে বাদ দেওয়া যায় না।
না, না, না. Litigation, what type of litigation?
হ্যাঁ।
If there is injunction, he just-
ঠিক আছে, যাই করুক, সেইটা কোনো গ্রাউন্ড হতে পারে না। It will not be done on those grounds, my lord. That will not be done on those grounds.
Page 22.
Page 22, I've seen litigation.
Yes. Tanvi Enterprise litigation history. They have to ascertain, my lord, your lordship's desire was to say by the state, what is the litigation history? According to me, there is no litigation.
Mr.
Only to oust me, this has been done. That's why this, since this evaluation was done, that's, my lord, striking out this litigation history, this evaluation should be acted upon. Why the fresh tender? Everybody has been given work order. My lord, I was
Everybody has not
participated.
been given work order. I have given the sheet, my lord. It's there. We are not given everybody work order.
Okay, you evaluate on the basis of what has been submitted
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
regarding 5 and 15.
yes.
Let the evaluation
But
be
my lord, the
re-evaluated.
problem is this is a call which was of, I think, March. March was the day when this was called. The other two, this tender was floated in on 22nd January 2025. So, my lord, he can participate, my lord.
Why?
Fresh
No, no, no.
participation.
If the documents and entire thing has been placed, now you say that 5 and 15 work order has not been issued as yet.
এটা complete করছে এক মাসের
If-
মধ্যে।
If the documents and everything is available, he has made certain bids, he says that he is the lowest. Why can't it be
My lord,
re-evaluated?
the problem.
Because since you say that there is no litigation
No,
history,
my lord,
cannot be
let-
deprived of
let
that.
me make it very clear, my lord. The
Absolutely.
time for completion of the entire tender was 1 month.
True.
That time has already elapsed. So the tender. so far
Work order has not been issued. Why time will be coming to picture?
my lord, the terms of this tender is 1 month. The time has elapsed. If your lordship said that for 5 and 15, they should be allowed to participate and the time is extended, we have no problem. But these are government tenders, my lord. Whether we can really extend the time on our own is something I do not think we can do it.
Time is from the day of work order. 15 days, 30 days. But work order has not been issued. Why the time will be, my lord, bar here?
কোথায় দেখো তুমি?
Tell me whether there is any bar.
No.
If there is no bar in re-evaluation, he has submitted his
Yes.
bid. Let the bid be
Page 16,
re-evaluated
your lordship kindly sees.
and you come to a definite finding.
Completion time 15 days. Completion means from the day of work order till completion.
We can do one thing, that we place it on Monday to be mentioned. You take
Yes.
proper instruction, come back.
Is it
Only on this
evaluation?
issue, whether re-evaluation of what he has submitted in the bid, that can be re-evaluated and his case can be considered, since you are not coming with any litigation history.
Yes.
So that rejection itself is bad, as it stands today. in face of it.
That is a very bad observation. Even I say, my lord.
If it is so, then no question of again
Retender.
publishing a e-tender and asking for the bid. Since if the litigation history goes, then he has a good case.
Yes.
That is, let it be re-evaluated. If the law permits, you find out, come on Monday.
I'll take some instruction with regard to this.
This matter is appearing under the heading to be mentioned. Mr. Vivek Jyoti Basu, learned advocate, files a report submitted by Pradhan Sagorpara Gram Panchayat.
আমাকে একটা রিপোর্ট দেবেন?
He submits that due to the order of
কপি
stay
দেবেন না রিপোর্টের দ্বারা?
dated 17th February 2025,
সময় মুখের উপর না বলবেন।
the
কোনো সময় না বলবেন।
entire work under the NIET has been stopped. Though the grievance of the petitioner is in respect of serial number 5
And 15.
serial number 5 of NIET number 11, এটা থেকে দেখে নেবেন এই যে নাম্বারটা, and serial number 15 of NIET 12. During the course of hearing, a query has been raised by the court as to whether the bids submitted by the petitioner can be re-evaluated as per existing rules of tender. He seeks accommodation to take proper instruction. Please, the Monday
Monday, top of the list.
to be mentioned.
To be
Is this
mentioned,
matter
yes.
on
And
Monday.
Malad, only one thing, Malad. If the rest can be left now,
On the Monday.
5 and
Come back
15,
one-
Malad,
2
একদিনে
days,
কিছু
2
হবে
days,
না
come
দাদা।
back on Monday.
Malad, I am having a bad reputation because they think from March I have not been able to do anything.
You
Means the lawyers,
You-
Malad.
you have mentioned several times. So we cannot accommodate. Come back on Monday with
Yes,
proper instruction. Whether re-evaluation can be made, then he is also agreeable. Re-evaluation.
Yes,
But
yes,
at the
can-
same time, Malad, at the same time, only one point. Let me please. This is Tanvi Enterprise. Tanvi Enterprise is a sole proprietorship firm. A sole proprietorship firm has no right to file a writ petition.
Then we have to get into the
No,
merits
Malad,
with it.
I'm not trying to, but then that is there. Your Lordship knows. Your Lordship knows. A proprietor can file, but a sole proprietorship firm
back.
cannot file.
On Monday.
Objection
এটা
down.
আগে পাঠিয়ে দিন।
Sole proprietorship objection down.
Monday to be mentioned. Next.
Number 5.
I am for the petitioner, my lord.
Yes.
For the private, number 8.
Written in instruction is there, my lord. My client do not want to proceed this matter, my lord.
This matter is appearing under the heading to be mentioned.
And also, my lord, I served the notice
Submit
of
that the petitioner does not intend to proceed further with the writ petition. He files written instruction dated
dated, my lord, 24th
24th
July.
July 2025, which is taken on record. In view of the above submissions, the writ petitions is dismissed as withdrawn.
Yes,
All connected applications, if any stands in interim order, may make it urgent. Give that.
Number
Number 3.
Time for the petition. Only it's a group 1 matter. Only wrongly filed.
Advocate for the petitioner
Yes, madam. I am for the
submits that the matter pertains to group 1 of the classification list. But you have mentioned 5.
It has been mentioned, but
It has
my
been
lord, still
wrongly
the
mentioned as group 5. Stop. It has been wrongly mentioned as group 5 in the cause title and in the presentation form. No.
But same only, but the
Cause titles. The cause title, no? In view of such submissions, the matter is released from the list of this court.
grateful man. My lord, may I just I'm seeking leave to correct the presentation form and also the
Presentation
zero
form,
page.
no group has been mentioned.
My lord,
In the cause title, there is.
my lord, then the cost
Group
title,
5
my
is
lord,
not
the zero
mentioned
page.
in the presentation form.
My lord, the
Cause
zero-
title,
my lord, the zero page and the
on the
cost
prayer
title.
of learned advocate for the petitioner, leave is granted to correct the cause title.
Grateful man.
You go through that presentation form.
Yes, madam.
What? একটু ওনাকে দেখান তো।
আবার ফেরত দেবেন।
Petition number 33.
Yes.
Lordship, I am for the petitioner. Lordship, I am for the state. Lordship, this is my affidavit of service.
33. Affidavit.
Lordship,
Pradhan
petitioner got the
delivered.
this piece of land from his mother. The private respondent number 8, who is a brother of the petitioner, with his ill motive want to grab that property. Lordship, without getting any permission from the Gram Panchayat, he constructed the building. So this is the my point, and my prayer is to demolish this unauthorized construction, which he constructed without getting any permission from the Gram Panchayat.
Where is your representation?
He also blocked my ingress and egress.
Where is your representation?
Page number 27.
Yes.
Lordship, I'm not representing the Gram Panchayat. I'm regarding page 28, complaint before the inspector in charge. I have instruction. So in this case, Lordship, my instruction is that after receiving his complaint, case has already been registered against the private respondent number 8 under section 126 of the BNSS. And Lordship, after receiving this read petition, when we have asked the petitioner to come with before the police station with all relevant paper, also with the injunction order from the learned lower court, but petitioner failed to produce the same.
Lordship, the case pending before the court below, that is absolutely, Lordship, that is absolutely different, Lordship. This is the copy of this case. So, injunction, that is another thing. I am disputing the construction, that is a illegal construction. So, I have made representation before the Pradhan. Without getting any permission from the authority, he constructed, the private respondent number 8 constructed that building. And the prayer of the civil suit, that is absolutely different thing, Lordship. So that was a partition shoot.
Private respondent is your brother?
Yes.
Brother, Lordship.
Suit is for partition or?
No, partition, Lordship, partition suit I have filed before the court below. But here my prayer is that I am challenging the unauthorized construction. Here my prayer is absolutely different from the prayer of the civil suit. I am challenging that from where he got the permission. I'm challenging that permission also. So that is different. Prayer is different in the writ petition and in the civil suit.
What is the order passed in the civil suit?
Page number 3 রে কি annex করা আছে? Annex করা আছে? নেই নেই Lordship, that is the order. Xerox করা নেই না এটা?
ওটাই তোর ভিতরে করতে হইবে।
এটা? বের করতে ওই অর্ডারটা।
This is same property.
Lordship.
This is status quo order. Go to the civil court. If any illegality is done in the property, then civil court will take action.
Lordship, the prayer of this, Lordship, the prayer of this.
For a modification of the order, there is a status quo order. How can the Pradhan go and if there is found that illegality, he will demolish the order?
No, Lordship, yes, there is a status quo order and after that, this...
Tell me. As an officer of the court, you tell me there is an order of status quo over a property,
Lordship,
which is also subject land in the present writ petition.
Yes, Lordship.
The authority is given to the Pradhan to cause an inquiry. He calls an inquiry which says, no, there is no building plan. without obtaining prior permission, everything, he has not done so. Can the Pradhan, with the existence of the status quo order, demolish, refer the matter to the SDO? When there is an order of the civil court to maintain status quo, how can he intrude the property and cause inquiry? Tell me.
His lordship, after getting this status quo order, after that the private respondent.
Civil court seeking for a mandatory injunction removal of that property. That you have not done. How the Pradhan will intrude into the property and cause inquiry and pass order?
Yes, sir.
If there is illegality, you place it before the civil court. That this has been done by the existing status quo order. This has been done.
Lordship,
Right, sir.
adjourn the matter for this for today. I will come up with my senior.
Admittedly, it is civil dispute, Lordship.
Lordship, kindly adjourn the matter.
Report filed by returnable. Just show you the motion thing. The report filed by the state is taken on record. For affidavit of service. Despite service, none appears on behalf of Pradhan. Is respond number
Pradhan is respondent number 3.
3. None appears on behalf of respond number 3, Pradhan, Tagorpada, Gram Panchayat, and private respond number 4. Now, Govindo Rampur, Govindo Rampur Gram Panchayat. ঠিক আছে? Govindo Rampur. And respond number 8. Private respond number 8, despite none of it. Then an advocate for the petitioner seeks accommodation. Release this matter. The motion থেকে সরিয়ে returnable motion নিয়ে যান। Returnable motion এ 2 সপ্তাহ পরে রেখে দিন। Okay. This is matter.
Great.
The hearing to returnable motion
COVID.
2 weeks. After 2 weeks.
12. Grateful, Lordship.
So, I'm for the petition.
I will take the 34 and 35, the case counter case.
Yeah. I'm for the petitioner. 34, Mala.
In 35, we are for the petition.
No, Mala, praying for implement. Kindly see the page. Page 25, passed by the SDO.
Page 25.
Yes, yes, P6, my lord.
Yes.
As per direction by the Honorable Justice Amrita Sinha, SDO has passed this order, my lord.
Or just to demolish that figure. Julfikar.
Now, page 30, my lord, I sent a letter, my lord, to the substitution officer to implement the order of the substitution magistrate, my lord. But till date, he has not taken any steps, my lord. No, deputy service, all the respondents I served.
Yes. And 35, you are the petitioner.
All.
35, I am for the petition. Mr. Das complete, thereafter,
Mala 35 petitioner is Ahmad Ali. He has died on 12 July 2025. He has not taken any steps.
Yes, it is true. After filing the writ petition, the petitioner has expired. Now, this is the death certificate. It is to the
File an application. File an application for.
Yes, I will. Now, what has happened is that in 34, they are asking for implementation of the order of the SDO to demolish my privy. In 35, we have questioned the decision of the SDO by which the SDO has directed for demolition of my bathroom. But I have said, think of the situation, the person getting up at 6 a.m., where he will go if the bathroom is demolished. Now the difficulty is that the bathroom which has been repaired, they are saying that I have not taken the sanction plan from the panchayat. For repairing why the sanction plan is required, and kindly see Justice Amrita Sinha's order once. I request your Lordship to see page 22 once. Sinha has directed page 23, next page. The writ petition is accordingly disposed of by directing the, got it? Respondent number 9, Belmuri Gram Panchayat to consider and dispose of the representation made by the petitioner strictly in accordance with law after giving an opportunity of hearing to all the parties. Then, the reason order to be communicated. Thereafter, spot inspection shall be conducted to ascertain the nature and extent of unauthorized construction. In the event, the aforesaid respondent is of the considered opinion that the construction has been made either in violation of the plan sanctioned or devoid of the sanction plan, the necessary steps shall be taken to deal with such unauthorized construction in accordance with law. It is made clear the court did not swan. The Panchayat authority will not decide the right, title, and interest. Now the entire order is a direction upon the Panchayat. Now your Lordship kindly sees who has passed the rescind order. Page 25. It is the SDO, Subdivisional Officer, Shodor Hubli, who was not even given the authority to decide the issue. He has considered, kindly see the nature of the case, page 25, first line. Then, in compliance of the order of the Honorable High Court in WPA 5042 of 2024, in this petition, we were not made parties.
Which one?
This writ petition, which at page 22 is the order. Page 25 is the rescind order of the SDO. SDO was not directed by the Honorable Court to take up the issue and to pass rescind order. The SDO considered. The Honorable Court has specifically directed the Panchayat to make an inspection and will take appropriate decision. Nothing has been done by the Panchayat. This is my case. That's why we have challenged this order. But as in the meantime, the writ petitioner has expired. But I seek your Lordship's kind liberty to impede the his legal heirs to add as a party.
If your Lordship kindly come at 34, the SDO has passed the rescind order. Pradhan of Belmuri Gram Panchayat concludes that the toilet has been constructed unauthorized by Julpika. What need much more? If it is unauthorized and it is sent to the SDO, then SDO is certainly to pass the demolition order.
But the writ petitioner is Ahmed Ali. The property belongs to Ahmed Ali. Julpikar is my son. He is not the owner of the property.
Question of ownership does not arise.
Obviously.
But no.
You will make
if it is unauthorized, only the
absolutely. But the
not the title.
right of audience will not be given.
Not the title.
You will make somebody else a party who is not the owner of the property. How he will demonstrate his case? I am the owner of the property. My son has been made a party.
Asun. The affidavit of service filed on behalf of petition is taken on record. By dint of the present writ petition, the writ petitioner seeks for implementation of the order passed by the subdivisional officer for demolition of the toilet over the subject land being RS Dag number 728, LR Dag number 771 measuring about 6 sotos in GL number 83, Mouja, Makhalpur, Police Station, Dhania Khali, District, Hooghly. You are not representing Julfikar.
But I cannot. Julfikar is my son. করেছি? ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
করেছে তো ওই জায়গায়।
But in 34, item number 34, I am representing Julfikar. In 35, the petitioner is
you know?
Ahmed, my father. Who has expired.
Learned advocate for the petitioner submit that pursuant to order passed by this court in WPA 5042 of 2024, the SDO has passed the order for demolition of the toilet constructed illegally by private respondent number 11. On the contrary, learned advocate for the private respondent number 11 submits that the order of the Honorable Court the Honorable Court directed the Pradhan to decide the issue and not the subdivisional officer. On such plea, the order of the SDO has been challenged. In WPA 35,
Yes, 35 is
WPA 10892 of 2025. He informs the court that the petitioner in WPA 10892 of 2025 has expired. In this writ petition, you will be filing any opposition?
But I will.
625 affidavit in opposition. State is directed to. Let such affidavit in opposition be filed within a period of 1 week.
For 1 week, it will not be possible because I have to substitute my father. In the other
In this writ petition, there is no
No.
question of substitution. So 1 week.
But the owner of the plot is my father, who is no more. I am not the owner.
Take that point in 1 week.
Within a period of 1 week,
Oh, because of the bereavement, but some
2 weeks,
which was
and 1 week for reply. Or ওটাতে just in the other writ petition, আরেকটা দিন 30 এটা. Mr. Mahatha is appearing both.
No, my lord, in 35, I am not.
You appear in 35 also.
I can appear.
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. At the outset, learned advocate for the petitioner seeks liberty to take appropriate steps for substitution of legal years of the petitioner who has expired during the pendency of the writ petition on 12th July 2025. Liberty granted. None appears on behalf of the state. Mr. Lalit Mohan Mahatha, learned additional government pleader, who usually appears on behalf of the state, is requested to appear in this matter. That the appointment of Mr. Mahatha be regularized by the concerned authority. Learned advocate. But then after substitution, you give a copy to him. After the substitution, let this matter. When will be the application filed?
within 2 weeks. I need
Let this matter appear after 2 weeks.
on the same
For
day
3 weeks.
when Mallory is fixing the other
3
matter.
weeks পরে করে দাও 3 weeks পরে ডেট দিয়ে দাও both the matters দুটো একই দিনে আসুক পরপর রাখবে সিরিয়াল সুবিধা হবে
I'm
হ্যাঁ?
grateful.
একটা রিটার্নেবল মোশন এটা রিটার্নেবল মোশনে দিয়ে দাও পরপর আন্ডার দি হেডিং রিটার্নেবল মোশন দিস উইল অ্যাপিয়ার
কবে থাকবে ডেটটা?
Grateful. 3 সপ্তাহ পর।
না না ডেটটা কিছু বলবো?
এটাও
এটা এতে দিয়ে দিন আর একটা 35 এর মধ্যে এটা দিয়ে দিন
Grateful.
I'm for the petition. I will also sub the copy to the other side, Your Lordship. This is the affidavit of service, Your Lordship. Petitioner come to Your Lordship with a very limited prayer. Says prayer, Your Lordship, is appearing in the page number, Your Lordship, 26.
Pradhan,
Where, Your Lordship, the petitioner
type authority. Wait, sir. Secretary Pradhan delivered.
issue or writ in the nature of mandamus or any other appropriate orders, thereby directing the respondent authority and their main agent and subordinate to forthwith disqualify the private respondent, namely Mafruja Khatun, Mainul Mia, and Protima Mondol from the membership of Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat under section 213A of the West Bengal Gram Panchayat Act 1973 for having defected from the Indian National Congress and joined in All India Trinamool Congress despite being elected under the INC banners. Now, Your Lordship, petitioner is the elected member of the Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat. Your Lordship, under the Your Lordship, nominated by Your Lordship a national political party, that is the Indian National Congress. He is the Your Lordship leader of the Gram Panchayat, where he made an application representation to the Your Lordship Raninagar 1 BDO, Your Lordship, where he alleged that Your Lordship the private respondent herein had joined in the other political party where he was elected under the symbol, Your Lordship, voluntarily given up the membership of the political party where he was elected. So kindly come to the Your Lordship page number, Your Lordship. (36). This was the representation made by the Your Lordship, the petitioner, where he prayed, Your Lordship, to the appropriate authority under the Your Lordship, the West Bengal Panchayat Act, that the prayer for disqualification of the membership of Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, Protima Mondol, membership of Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat, I being the leader of the Indian National Congress and also elected member of the Gram Panchayat, beg to state as follows: that there are total number of 18 members in Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat, among which 30 members are elected on the symbol of Indian National Congress, that Mafuja Khatun, Moinul Mia, Protima Mondol are member of Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat, elected by the symbol of Indian National Congress, that Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, Protima Mondol on 16th of July 2024 changed his political party by joining AITC party, which was highlighted in several media including printed media, that Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, Protima Mondol, though elected member of INC, has joined in AITC party by violating the law and rules as provided under the West Bengal Panchayat Act and rules, that the act on the party of Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, Protima Mondol is absolute violation of the party mandate, as such as should not be valid member of the Gram Panchayat. In such circumstances, the petitioner prayed, Your Lordship, that to take appropriate steps. Thereafter, Your Lordship, hearing was initiated by the Your Lordship Raninagar BDO Raninagar 2, Your Lordship, where after comprehensive hearing, the Raninagar 2 BDO Raninagar 2 passed an region order. Kindly come to the Your Lordship page number 49 years. 49 is the Your Lordship order. The case record is put up before me. Both the applicant and the opponent of the instant case have appeared in the person and filed their hajira. The hajira have been made part of the proceeding and marked as Annexure P2. Heard them. The applicant Sudeep Haldar told that he, being a leader of the elected member of the Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat from Indian National Congress party, has filed a petition for disqualification of the membership of Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, and Protima Mondol. Here, the opponent of the Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat under section 213A of the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973. He has submitted a written statement on the date of the hearing, where he has enclosed some copies of the photograph, newspaper cutting, and copy from the social media clipping as the supporting documents. On the other hand, opponent Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, and Protima Mondol, GP members of the Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat, also submitted written statements stating that they have been elected as GP member of the Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat with the party affiliation of Indian National Congress, and till date they are in the same party. regarding the allegation of the voluntarily given up the party membership, they refuse all allegation against them and submit that the bearing of the member of Gram Panchayat, they have to keep good relation with the people at large, which should not be misunderstood. They also submitted that the complainant has made conspiracy against them to remove from the post of Pradhan and member of the Gram Panchayat respectively by raising false allegations in terms of section 12 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act. Removal is not possible prior to expiry of 2.5 years as per section 213A of the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973. Notwithstanding anything to the contrary content in this act or in any other law for the time being enforced, the prescribed authority for such panchayat as may be specified by the notification in this behalf may, subject to other provision of this section, declare for reason to be recorded in writing a member of such panchayat to be disqualified for being a member thereof if he is an elected member set by a recognized political party and has voluntarily given up his membership of such recognized political party. Sudeep Haldar, these petitioners submitted some point of photograph, copy of the newspaper cutting, and the social media copy of the social media and as a proof in the support of the claim. He did not produce proper certification of the competent authority regarding the documents that he submitted. Unauthenticated photocopies of some documents cannot be granted as. Moreover, as per section 8 of the section 219A of the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973, the act applies if any Gram Panchayat member voluntarily given up his or her membership of such recognized political party from which he was elected. The opponent submitted written statement where they submit that they have been elected as a GP member and of the Katlamari Gram Panchayat, Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat with the party affiliation of Indian National Congress, and till date they are in the same party. Further, the complaint failed to produce any authenticated relevant documents from the recognized political party from which it can be ensured that the Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia, Pratima Mondol, GP member and of the Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat, the present opponent have joined to the recognized political party. After hearing of both the parties and verification of relevant documents, I am satisfied that the applicant did not submit any valid authenticated documents from which it can be concluded that Mafuja Khatun, Mainul Mia and Pratima Mondol, GP member of Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat, has voluntarily given up of their GP membership from the recognized political party from which they were elected. Hence, it is hereby ordered that the instant application under section 213A of the West Bengal Gram Panchayat Act 1973 is not maintainable. Now, Your Lordship, petitioner is before Your Lordship inter alia challenging this order. As Your Lordship, the version of the petitioner is that, Your Lordship, that there are several photographs and the video clippings, Your Lordship, that was duly circulated that the private respondent herein had voluntarily given up the membership and joined in the political party where he was, Your Lordship, not elected. So that is, Your Lordship, the grievance of the petitioner. Another thing is, Your Lordship, the section 213A of the, Your Lordship, West Bengal Gram Panchayat, West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973. It's also stipulated that, Your Lordship, that once a Your Lordship, the member who voluntarily given up the membership of a political party where he was not elected, Your Lordship, that he is an elected member set by a recognized political party and has voluntarily given up his membership of such recognized political party, then in that case, the membership of that petitioner, Your Lordship, that member shall be liable to be cancelled, Your Lordship.
So
That is the
how do you establish that?
Your Lordship, kindly come to the Your Lordship, the page number 48. The one photograph that is annexed there, Your Lordship.
By photograph, you can.
Photograph, Your Lordship, and the several documents are there, newspaper cutting and the videos. And also another aspect is that, Your Lordship, that the member who joined in the other political party, Your Lordship, made a press statement, Your Lordship, that why they want to, Your Lordship, join in the political party, in what was the motive behind it, Your Lordship. That was the, Your Lordship, the fact. Now, Your Lordship, Your Lordship, I pray to Your Lordship that there will be direction upon the private respondent that to Your Lordship submit an comprehensive affidavit that whether they have, Your Lordship, joined in the political party or not, or in what, Your Lordship, the contention in respect of the photo and video, Your Lordship. That is the, Your Lordship, the fact. And another aspect, Your Lordship, there will be direction upon the, Your Lordship, the respondent, state respondent, that to produce all the copies which we have submitted, Your Lordship, before the video concern, the prescribed authority under the 213 West Bengal Panchayat Act 213A.
You have not submitted all the documents.
I have submitted, Your Lordship, and that is reflected and recorded there in the order. So we have annexed, your lordship, some of the photographs, but video, in respect of the video, your lordship, we have, your lordship, crave leave.
Those valid and authenticated
Valid and authenticated documents.
No, have been submitted. Just if he is not satisfied with this order, that he may prefer an appeal.
There is no as such provision of the appeal, your lordship. And the valid documents, your lordship, photograph and the videos, newspaper cutting, and video also known, your lordship, know, your lordship, the fact that the private respondent had joined joining in the other political party, despite, your lordship.
Provision of appeal, huh? Who is the appellate authority? Section 12.
Is
not gone through 2013.
Section 213A, your lordship, kindly. The order is not appealable. If your lordship, section 200, your lordship, to that effect, stating, your lordship, that if your lordship, the membership has been declared cancelled.
Yes. Let me go through 213.
Yes, lordship.
He says that it is appealable. How it is appealable? Let's find out.
At the time of hearing, he failed to produce a
may within 30 days from appeal. 213A, you have the book.
Yes, lordship.
213A, clause 12.
Yes, sir. With
It is appealable order.
Two 213 clause 12 below, stating that any member of the panchayat declared disqualified.
Okay.
Yes, lordship.
Read again.
Yes, sir. Any member of the Gram Panchayat declared disqualified under subsection 1 of the on or the leader of the recognized political party referred to the subsection 7, if agreed by the decision of the prescribed authority, may within 30 days from the date of the orders. Your lordship, this section stipulate, the your lordship, that if any member disqualified under this provision, he is not disqualified.
Come to clause 7 then.
Yes, sir.
Clause 7 says the leader of the recognized political party can file a petition endorsed by the General Secretary, which has been done, stating that one of the members of the recognized party have voluntarily given. This is your case, that they have voluntarily given up the membership of this.
Yes, sir.
Or there is a or in 12. So if a panchayat is declared disqualified, he can file an appeal, and the leader of the opposition, if he files a petition and is agreed by the decision taken by the prescribed authority, that is also appealable. That is within 30 days you file an appeal.
Yes, lordship, section clause 7, your lordship, the leader of any recognized political party referred to in subsection 3 may at any time file a petition. The president or the general secretary of the district unit of the recognized political party, dated the secretary of the district unit of this such recognized political party to the prescribed authority referred to the subsection, stating that one or more member of the such recognized political party have we made, your lordship, representation to the prescribed authority under the, your lordship, rules.
By the decision taken by the prescribed authority.
Yes, your lordship. We are agreed with that part, your lordship.
They file an appeal.
Yes, your lordship, but your lordship, to that effect, your lordship, section 11, your lordship, clause 11, your lordship, this is not appealable order. To that effect, your lordship, that if the membership declared disqualified, then in that case, that member can, your lordship, challenge the order before the appellate authority. But to that effect, your lordship, if
12 we have read.
12, any member of Gram Panchayat declared disqualified.
You cannot change what is in the provision. So read the whole provision and then make your submission. If a person is disqualified, he can file an appeal. Or the leader of opposition in clause 7, if he files a petition and is agreed by the decision of the prescribed authority, he can also file an appeal. So in your case, you are the leader of opposition who has agreed. You file a petition that he has such and such person has left my party, cancel their membership. He says that no, they have not voluntarily, there is no documents. Now you are agreed by the decision taken by the prescribed authority. So it becomes an appellable order. If it is not, then you show me the provision where it is not appellable. But 12 says that it is appellable. You are agreed by the order of the prescribed authority. Even Mr. Mahata can clarify if it's.
It is appellable order and the district panchayat.
Then you have to file an appeal.
Rural development officer is the authority, appellate authority.
If there is specific provision,
Then
we'll have to also appeal.
Learned affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. By the present writ petition, the petitioner seeks for quashing and or setting aside of the impugned order dated 9th August 2023 passed by prescribed authority and Block Development Officer Raninagar 2 Development Block Murshidabad. Respond number?
Respondent number also.
5. 5. Respond number 5. Of cancelling the application of the petitioner seeking for disqualification of respondent, private respondent number 9, 10 and 11. এই আপনি পেন ড্রাইভে দেবেন এটা পেয়েছেন বেলের learned advocate for the petitioner submits that the leader of he is the leader of the opposition.
Yes, Lord.
Recognized
Leader.
party.
Yes, Lord. Sir.
The leader of no, your petitioner is the leader of which party? Leader of
Indian National Congress in
the
Lordship.
leader of the opposition.
Leader of the opposition in also Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat.
The petitioner being the leader of the opposition of Katlamari 1 Gram Panchayat from Indian National Congress filed a petition for disqualification of membership of respondent number 9, 10 and 11. As per provisions of section 213, capital A of the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973, within bracket hereinafter referred to as the Act of 1973, the prescribed authority and Block Development Officer Raninagar 2 Development Block on 9th August 2024 rejected such petition of the petitioner. Being agreed by and dissatisfied with the said order, the present writ petition has been filed. Learned advocate for the state, on the contrary, submits that the said order is appellable. Hence, the writ petition is not maintainable. For convenience and better appreciation, clause section 213 clause 12 is reproduced. 12. Upon bare reading of the aforesaid order, italics quote kore diye, upon bare reading of the aforesaid provision, it is found that the impugned order passed by the prescribed authority and block development officer, respondent number 5, is an appealable order. In view of the above, the writ petition is not maintainable and accordingly is dismissed. All connected applications. Any
Your Lordship, liberty may be given to the Your Lordship petitioner to approach to the Your Lordship the appellate forum to.
liberty is granted, it is left open to the petitioner to exercise his rights by filing appeal.
Great.
If to advise, no? File appeal. Yes. হ্যাঁ বইটা একটা পঞ্চায়েত একটা আছে দেখো এই পাতলা
Your Lordship, since Your Lordship,
নেক্সট
may I, Your Lordship, since
এমনি বিয়েতেও নেটেও পেয়ে যাও
since Your Lordship, limitation has already been, I mean that granted, I'm praying Your Lordship to condemn the limitation to that effect, Your Lordship, that since the appeal should be preferred within a stipulated period of time, since he preferred Your Lordship the writ petition though, so I'm praying to Your Lordship to condemn the Your Lordship the
Right.
limitation, so that he can Your Lordship approach the appropriate authority.
why did you choose to file writ petition when you knew that appeal is will lie now after this
Kindly,
has been
since
indicated by the learned advocate for the state you seek that দেখে কিছু করা যায় না। when you will file the appeal
within a week or within a month, Your Lordship.
okay liberty to file appeal if such appeal is filed within a period of 30 days from the date of this order it should be considered to be filed within the period of limitation.
Grateful.
So file it within 30 days I give you.
Yes.
This is extension of the or provision because you have chose the wrong forum. Go file an appeal. Let the appeal court decide. Disposed of. Interim order if any vacated. Hearing এ যাব
I beg to appeal of the petitioner on this matter.
Argument কত দিল এটা
Kindly make it not today, Lordship. But kindly, my lord, I'm just objecting to the prayer, my lord, of my learned friend, my lord, for accommodation, my lord. This matter, my lord, has been, my lord, they have been praying accommodation. If your lordship kindly sees the last orders, as I have been informed by my learned senior, my lord, on record.
Mr. Mondal was appearing this matter. He's fell ill. He has gone back home.
Affidavit
So on his ground, I'm just praying for today's accommodation.
Because my, this has been an old matter, my lord, and the issues are already adjudicated by this honorable court.
Fix it on any day.
About the unauthorized construction. This matter went up the honorable division bench, came back, order of the honorable single bench earlier has been affirmed, modified to some extent, but affirmed. And even in spite of that, my lord, the unauthorized construction is there, and they are in no way, my lord, just giving an effort, my lord, for demolition of the same.
affidavits have been exchanged.
Are there? Yes, exchange already.
So takes it on Monday.
প্রধান
কবে করতে পারবে বলো একটা ডেট বলো সেই অনুযায়ী ফাইনাল
affidavit file. Who is for respondent number 3? 3? None is appearing. Respondent number 3 was to file the affidavit. They have given you copy.
My lord, I have been given the copy and the affidavit in reply, my lord, I filed before your lordship. Yes, and I'll be also, my lord, making my submission on the affidavits by both these parties. If your lordship will see the affidavits of the divergent parties and the interesting party, your lordship will find the same mistake has been done in both the affidavits. That will be one of my submission before your lordship.
এখন দিয়ে দাও, since he is not coming up with the opposition, I will not take your reply. Let him first file, then we will.
As your lordship please. As your lordship please.
Learned advocate representing respondent.
Will it be lordship's pleasure, my lord?
Accommodation.
Will it be lordship's pleasure, my lord, to post a date and time subject to your lordship's?
Not time, date I can give.
Otherwise, my lord, this matter would be, my lord.
Respondent number 2 seeks accommodation. Huh? None appears on behalf of respondent number 3, nor any affidavit in opposition has been filed. Oh, evident reply of the petitioner filed. Please this matter বলো দেবনাথ বাবু কবে বলবো ফ্রাইডে একটা দিন বলুন যেদিন নিতে পারবো শুধু রেখে কোনো না
বল আপনি কিছু বলবেন না অক্টোবর
8th August.
Aye, your lordship. Grateful, man. But could it be a lordship's pleasure, my lord, to put, my lord, post it at to 3 p.m. my lord, subject?
এটা কি টপে আসছে
Grateful, so grateful to you. So grateful.
Generally hearing will be taken up at 3 p.m.
Yes. Let it be at the
না
top, my lord.
লেখা দরকার নেই তো আজ কজ টাইটেলই আছে
So grateful to you, lordship.
কজ লিস্টে আছে
And will it be a lordship's pleasure, my lord, that this observation, or my lord, if they want to use the affidavit, my lord, this is the peremptory time that your lordship is granted, so that they do not once again.
When the affidavit in opposition has been affirmed, if it is within time,
It is.
fine. If it is comes up and file in opposition, your reply is ready, we can take it up and.
I shall lordship.
Grateful, lordship.
Grateful.
Oh,
Grateful.
thank you. 954.
The evidence is the word.
বলা কি আছে সেইটা বলো তাই করো যেটা বলা আছে তাই করবো তা কেন চেঞ্জ করবো কেন
37, my lord.
37 I'm not taking up right now.
That
Every hearing matter.
But only one small prayer, my lord, for the petitioner, that there was a demolition order, my lord, the demolition is going to take place on 31st of this month. My lord, until and unless, my lord, it is heard out, my lord, it is understood, my lord, this petition will become infractious, my lord.
Which one?
My lord, item 37, my lord.
31st is Thursday.
Yes.
Where is the notice?
Notice to go to. Well, page 78, my lord. Page 78 of my writ petition.
Give a copy. I cannot take it out. Take it. You have a copy of the notice?
আর কোনো কপি আছে?
No.
হ্যাঁ। আচ্ছা, এটা দে। এই চিরকুটটা দিয়ে করুন। 37.
Where it is mentioned 31st July?
And within 15 days from the date.
What is the contempt has been disposed of?
Well, that was disposed of. My lord, pursuant to the direction passed by the Honorable High Court.
Must be Friday. Thursday we'll see on Thursday. There is no date given. There is no such date given. দিয়ে দাও যেরকম আসবে নর্মালি তখন দিয়ে রাখো নেক্সট রাখো কি বলছি
যেমন নরমালি আসে নাম্বার 1
হবে
ডেটটা কোথায় ডেট আছে কি বলতে হবে ডেটটা
হ্যাঁ এটা দেখানো যাবে এখানে নেই এটা পরে এসছি
দাঁড়ান বলে দিচ্ছি
ইলেকশনে none appears. অর্ডারও বলেছে না এটা কত দিচ্ছ
এটা কবে এসছে আফটার ফাইলিং অফ দ্য রিট পিটিশন
filing
03 none appears on behalf of the state and union for it. There is some notice none appears
37
well I'm seeking, my lord, unconditional apology, my lord. There is a date, my lord, but it is, my lord, served after filing of the writ petition. That's why it could not be annexed.
Served to us physically.
My lord, there is a date, my lord, if your lordship kindly sees.
Next to the nothing will happen.
My apology, my lord, it could not be printed, my lord. It will be demolished within 31st of July. It is clearly mentioned.
Instruction I have already received, my lord, and the entire construction is beyond the scheme of Prime Minister Housing Scheme. And there is a substantially removed in application. Lordship was pleased to direct the respondent authority to dispose of the matter. And if it is found that there is any deviation, appropriate steps will be taken. This is the report, my lord, along with there is a, my lord, the authority concerned going to the local, my lord, and inspection held. So, my lord, there is a deviation, and thus, my lord, the notice has been served upon it. But initially,
What's the number?
37.
Monday the 2 mentioned. Monday the Wednesday to go through 31st.
31st month.
30th.
Report may be kept with the record, my lord.
You keep the report with you on 30th July. This matter will come up under the heading to be mentioned.
Extremely good. To mention. Evidence
None appears on behalf of the petitioner. Nor any notice has been produced showing service upon the state as well as Union of India.
Evidence service.
Please release this matter. It the next monthly it কবে আসছে 4th August. এটা 4th August monthly লিস্টে থাকবে. Release this matter on 4th August 2025. এইটুকুই করলাম, ওটা monthly লিস্টে দেবে. Next.
30th.
Sir, any other thing?
30th August. 30th of July, my lord.
I told you 30th.
How do you say that next day? Oh, achha.
It will come up 30th. It will come up under the heading to be mentioned.
Right.
37 টা note করে নিন. To be mentioned there.
মেনশন মানে 3-4 এর মধ্যে 2-3-4 এর মধ্যে মেনশন আগেই হবে, যখনই ভরবে তখনই আগে টু বি মেনশন হবে, তারপরে বাকি